Hello! Happy last day of March. Yeah. I have a lot to talk about, so I guess we'll just get right into it. Well, first off, considering it's the last day of March, that means that I have exactly 3 weeks of school left from today. So, that's pretty awesome. Looking forward to that, although not looking forward to that at the same time because that means I have a ton of projects to do. As you all know, teachers like to cram in a bunch of stuff before the end of the year, so that's kind of what I'm worrying about now. So it's getting kind of stressful, kind of hectic, but yeah, just conglomerate of stuff to do. This weekend I have my band performance on Sunday, so that will be really cool. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to sound awesome, and I'm going to be playing in Hill Auditorium, which is an acoustically perfect building, and I get to brag about it because it's awesome building, and supposedly there's this famous flautist that I really can't remember his name, but he only plays in Hill whenever he comes to the United States, so that's pretty cool. And also this weekend, my parents are probably going to be coming in to see my concert, so it'll be really nice to see them. Possibly my brother, depending on if he has stuff to do. And also this weekend I have I'm going to see The Tempest on Friday night and another musical on Saturday night, and just studying because I have a test on Tuesday in Orgo, which sucks. Yay, Orgo! No. Sorry, my throat is kind of like nah. Also, so I know I professed my love for Einstein last video, and I just want to reiterate that fact because he's awesome, but also because in my class that we're learning about him, in my class, the class in which we are learning about him, I don't know, I always have grammar mistakes whenever I'm doing a video. Like, I always try to correct myself with grammar, and it never works because I don't know grammar very well. So, yeah. So, the class that I'm learning about Einstein in, it's an alternative realities course, and it's pretty much like a psychology philosophy course. It's a seminar. It's about like 15 students and the professor, and it's pretty cool. But right now we're talking about physics, and which I think you would enjoy, obviously. I'm talking to Ellen. Ellen, you would enjoy physics because you're a physics major. So we're talking about time and relativity, and today we went over quantum mechanics, which, if you haven't learned about yet, is really, really fascinating, but really, really kind of creepy, because it's pretty much saying that atoms are waves, they're not particles, or they have properties of a particle, but they also have properties of a wave, so just like light, but it's pretty much saying that because they have these properties of the waves, electrons are not particles. They're not these little spherical ball things that we always of mass that we always associate them with, that we've always symbolically represented them as. So that means that it's really complicated, and I only know like the really general stuff because obviously I'm not a physicist, so I don't need to know all that. And while it's really amazing, and I would like to learn it, I don't have time right now. So I'm sorry if I sound like I know what I'm talking about and I'm talking about a totally different thing. But it's part of quantum mechanics is that, oh my god, what am I trying to say? It's electrons don't exist as we have thought of them as, and they only exist as these little balls of mass when we are trying to measure them. So it's pretty much, we've created this representation of the symbolical nature of this electron that never really exists at all. And so it's pretty much saying that there is no reality there's no underlying model of reality that exists at all. Like, there is no electron. It's just this wave, and it's not even a wave of, like, you know how a wave needs a unit, a wave of something, like light is a wave, particle, wave, it's a wave of something. But electron is just a wave of probability. Like, at this point, there's a probability that when we measure it, we would have this representation of electron that we have previously described as a sphere. So, I don't know what, okay, well, pretty much it's questioning if there's any reality at all, and it's like this idealism concept that outside of human consciousness, outside of like there's nothing. It's just reality exists because we exist. So, and Einstein's like, no, that sucks, but that's not how reality is at all. You guys suck. And then they did these crazy experiments, and then it turns out that he was wrong, and I don't know. So that's what I'm learning about right now. It's really cool. I wrote all over my arm. You can see that during class today, trying to like write this down. Like I'm like epiphany moment, and I don't have any paper, so I have to write all my hand. That's that. Sorry if I talked forever about that. Snapdragons. I planted snapdragons in my room, and I have a feeling they're not going to grow because I planted them way too early. It's only like 30 degrees outside right now. Also, and it's too cold. So they're right by the window. Also, my window doesn't get direct sunlight, so they're probably not going to do so well. And like none of the water, they're not taking any of the water because it's too cold and whatever. But I hope they grow because I like flowers. And I would feel really sad if they died and didn't even sprout. So that's the snapdragons. You asked me something I've learned in college, and like besides, I learned about organic chemistry, besides like academics. One thing I've learned is that you can't really, they're always like, oh yeah, you can, when you go off to college, you can totally change who you are, like, you know what I'm talking about, like, you can recreate yourself, and I found that that's not really true at all. Like, you pretty much, part of it is like, obviously, like, oh yeah, you're discovering yourself, which is true, and you're finding stuff out about yourself, but you can't really, like, change this, like, who you were in high school. I feel it's pretty much who you are in college, and you can't change that. You can only, like, evolve. You can change certain aspects to evolve, like, who you are, but you can't just recreate, like, a whole different personality. Like, you can try, but it's not gonna work. At least that's what I feel like. So that's one thing I've learned, which I guess you could say it's really sad or not. I think it's fine. But I guess that means I'm happy with who I am. Yay! And my question for you, Ellen, is, what is your favorite way to procrastinate? Like, be specific, I guess. But, part of the reason I'm asking this is, I've really, like, I have a Google account, and I've really discovered it now. Like, I had Gmail. I'm like, oh, hey, Gmail, or Google Calendar, that's really convenient. And now I've discovered all this other stuff, like, I've been reading all these blogs, and, like, I've been following them, and, it's, like, really convenient and really cool, but, God, it takes up all your time. And I feel really bad, because I've been doing this and discovering all this stuff instead of doing classwork. So, that's that. Have a fantastic, fantastic April. Tomorrow is April 1st. Happy almost April Fool's Day. And I will see you later. Bye.